Okay, I think I got it working now. Had some issues getting the live stream to start. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna check all my audio, make sure that's all working here. Okay, looks like it is. Cool. So, hi, welcome to the live stream. So I had a bit of problems getting this all started. I've been having some computer issues today. I actually had the processor start overheating on the computer, and I needed to go out, buy thermal paste, and go get the thermal paste replaced on the computer. So, yeah, sorry about the whole rush there. And then the webcam wasn't connecting. I had to reconnect the webcam over USB, and it just wasn't working. So I got it all figured out now. So I don't really have too big of a plan today of what I want to talk about. I know I did skip last week's live stream. That's because I was busy getting some other things worked out, which is actually some of what we're going to talk about today. You may notice in the background there that I have a new thing mounted in the rack. I actually have right there. That's the new Ubiquity switch I just bought. It's pretty nice. So essentially, if you don't know what a switch is, it's you plug an Ethernet cord into it, an Ethernet cable from your router into it, and it gives you a whole bunch more ports out. So I was before using a little Netgear switch that was 6 ports, and I could only use about 3 of the ports on there because one of the ports was used for the input from the router, and the other one was used for my brother's PC in the next room over. So I only had 3 ports to use around in the room here, and now I have 24. So it's way better. I also did some new updates with the APRS node. The APRS node is not running on a laptop anymore. It's actually running on a PC, small PC running Linux. You can see it here. There's the computer right there that runs it. I got the new radio I talked about in the last live stream all hooked up. You can see it's on 144.390. And then I got my other 7800 up there with the cameras. So these two right here are that's the APRS node, which I'm very excited about because that will allow me to do APRS messaging way easier. So if you actually have access to APRS and you're an amateur radio operator, just send me a message at my call sign, no dash or anything, just KJ7BRE, and I will gladly respond. So I'm going to check my Discord here. Looks like we have Banjo B, the Siren Hunter, who would like to join the live stream. So I'm going to let them join. One sec. Let me get that figured out. Okay. I think I got that figured out now. Okay, welcome to the live stream.
Hello.
Hey, Banjo B. So if I get it right, you're part of the Siren community, and you do a lot in that area, in that hobby.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what do you want to talk about?
Well, how many sirens have you seen in your time?
Like in person or in photographs?
Like in person.
Okay. Well, in person, I've seen a lot of the ones that are here on the Northwest Coast in Oregon and Washington. So I've actually been working on plotting a map for that. So I'm probably seeing over, I don't know, I've seen over 50. But there's a few other people who work on the map with me that have seen more out in this area.
Nice.
Yeah, my favorite would have had to have been the 2T22 I found on out in like rural Washington. Here, let me turn down the music a little bit, and I'll try to pull up the map actually, if I can. Here, let me see if I can. Yeah, I can. It should work. Yeah, I have, I had one I made, there it is. It's still, the dates for it are still back in 2019. It hasn't been updated in a while, but, I will show it here on the live stream because you brought it up. Okay, here we are. So this is the map right here on the live. It's, all the ones here in Oregon and Washington we've been able to find. This does exclude the ones that have been taken down. So a lot of these are currently up, and if they are up, they're probably deactivated. Especially if you notice right up, where is it? Up here, up in this area, in Longview right here. There's all these thunderbolts that we found, and these thunderbolt sirens were actually because they had a nuclear power plant there, but that power plant has since been destroyed. They took it down. And then up here along the coast, these are all the coast sirens I've seen. And that 2T22 that I found, you can see. Yeah, I know you're kind of a little bit behind because of the delay in the stream, but over here it should show up in Chelan. This is that 2T22. You can see there's not a lot of sirens around it because this area kind of it's really rural, so there's not a lot of people that come out here. But I happened to be on a trip for a vacation, and I found the siren, and it's actually right on the side of the city hall, and it used to be as a fire siren because the city hall used to be a fire department.
Wow.
Yeah, actually, if I could grab the address, view in Google Maps. Let's see if I can grab it, and we can actually do a street view on it. Yeah, we can. Pull street view up on that. There it is. There's that nice 2T22 I found. It looks like it's been restored recently when I found it. And it also has the control box intact down there. It's not in use anymore from what I've been told. But I heard they have a parade every year that they fire it off. But I'm still unsure. Yeah. I like the 2T22 high-lows that they have. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there used to be, there's this one that I thought was active for a while, but it became apparent that it was, the wires had been cut to it. And I found that the junction box at the bottom, the cover was off the junction box, and you can see the wires had been cut to it. But it was a DC 22 volt siren. So funny enough, I had the thought as soon as I saw that, like, hey, I could take a car battery with some jumper cables and totally go up to the bottom of that siren, strip the wires, and hook it up, and it would probably go off. Yeah. Okay, so the one I found is in Neatards Bay right here. It's where we commonly go crabbing right here by the boat launch, and it's right there.
Yeah.
And so if I grab on Street View, okay, and if I can pull a little Street View guy up here, right there. There it is, right there. It's really beat up because it's right on the ocean side. on the coast, but there it is.
Whoa.
It exists. It's a big sentry, is what it is. It's a sentry siren. So, yeah.
To be
Kinda cool.
honest, I always thought I got sanitary, and that name,
Yeah.
I always get it mixed up. Oh my god, I'm like, why are my words getting messed up?
Yeah, and I think they had the control box inside, because I know that I've seen that little box right there. Many people who I showed this to are like, oh, that's the control box right there. And when I went there the next time, it said lightning protection on it, so it's not that. They have a lightning rod right here. So my best guess is that they had a lightning rod to sense when there was lightning in the air, and then that went to this box, which went to the siren control box that was in here, and then it sent a signal. And then there's the little junction box. It doesn't have a cover on it anymore, and you can see the wires are cut in there. So,
Wow.
yeah, I found that one. And then they have a fire siren out here that I found. The first siren I ever found was, I made a video about a while back. I said how on the coastline they were removing all the sirens. And many people, actually 2 people came in the comment section and they were like, actually they're replacing them. And I hadn't seen them getting replaced as fast as I would think they would be starting to get replaced, and so they didn't. I don't know. I just thought they would have done it faster. So, but right there where that pole is, right there, there used to be a Model 2 on top of that. It's not on the map anymore, but I remember it was there. I have an old photo of it somewhere.
I remember looking at that video.
Yeah.
Like, no way.
There used to be one there. And then there's the fire siren, this Model 5. Pretty sure this is Model 5, yep. And let's see if that will show. These are ones I've actually, like, these are the ones I've seen and I've logged because, like, the best ones are on the coast. I'm in an area where there's no sirens.
Oh, jeez.
There's the Model 5 right there. I wonder if there's a better view on Street View. Yeah, there is. Whoa, that's weird. Okay, there it is.
Oh.
Yep. It's up there.
It's like one of those Los Angeles ones.
It kind of does look like the Los Angeles ones. Yep. I don't know if it's actually a Model 2 or a Model 5 on the inside. I know the housing's a Model 5, but I have no idea what it actually is. So.
Oh, then you might have to go to the fire department and get a cherry picker truck.
Yeah, I know, right? I want a Thunderbolt in the future to restore. I really want to restore a Thunderbolt one day, and I want to try to grab one of the Thunderbolts from Longview.
I forgot to tell you this. I actually own a small siren.
Oh, really?
It's at my grandpa's. And basically, if it's the 4th of July, we'll blare it at the 4th of July. We'll do it New Year's Eve.
Oh, that's cool. Here. So, actually, I didn't log the Thunderbolts for Longview. That was someone else, but I happen to know about them. I've came through and seen them, but I wasn't the one to log them in my map. Someone else did that for me.
Yeah.
And so the ones out there, I heard they're in okay condition. A lot of them were taken down. Okay, so that's one that's been taken down. There used to be one there. It's not there anymore. Let's see. I wonder if I can find. I wonder if they took the ball down in Longview. It's been a few years since I've gone and tried to look for the ones in Longview. I looked about 3 years ago. Yeah. Judging by that shadow, that one looks like it's gone too. They might have went through and took them all down. Oh, that sucks.
In the Discord server, and the people who are watching this right now, I suggest you go do that right now.
Oh yeah, I'll mention it. Yeah, we have a Discord server. That's where you're actually talking to me here. Banjo in the Discord server. So feel free to join and talk about all this stuff if you're interested. The link is in the description of the live stream. So yeah, whenever you want to talk about this, feel free to join. I think they removed them all for Longview. I'm really frustrated that they would do that. Oh my. Well, I know where one is that I don't think it's gonna get removed in the near future. Oh, that one has the horn. Yeah, that one could actually be there.
Ooh.
See, trying to find sirens here in Oregon and Washington is actually really hard because we don't have severe weather, so they're not everywhere. They have to have a very particular purpose. Hey, there it is. I don't think the blower's there anymore. There's the top of the blower housing. It could actually be there. Wow, look at that, though.
Man.
It's there. That's cool. I should go visit that one. When was this taken? 2020. So this is actually still up. This is a 2020 photo.
That's
Yep,
really
September 13th, May. Currently shown, July 2019. Okay, and so we can go all the way... Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh my gosh. Look at this. July 2019. Okay. May 2016. Okay. May 2016. Horn is still in the same position, right? Now, September 2013.
The blower's there?
The horn's moved. It's been tested.
Also, it does work.
No, that was 2013. So the blower box is obviously still there. So this is 2013. And so they stopped using it in 2013, it looks like. Anytime between 2013 and 2016. Because they go there and then all the grass is overgrown so you can't see it. But it's obviously still up there. So that's cool. I want to see the one I've seen so many times that I was gonna try to get to restore and try to ask for, but I might actually look into that one now. I was gonna ask for the one I found up on right. Is it this one? It could be this one right here. No, it's not that one. It's up on, like, the freeway up here. I think it's this one right here. Yep, it's this one. Because I remember it's right next to a Shell gas station. Let me see. Just checking the live stream chat every once in a while. It's right here. Yep, there it is. Might actually be harder to get that one because that one's up on a pretty high post. I have no idea if the blower's there. It's so grown in. Now I wonder if I can move the camera and see. Oh, you know what? It actually might be there. Do you see right there? Here, if the live stream loads in for you. Do you see that? There's a bit of gray right there. The blower box actually might still be there. Oh, it's so hard to tell, though. The tube looks to be intact to something down there, so I'm going to say that the blower's still there. And the control boxes are actually still there, too. I noticed that. I don't know if you saw that, but they're there.
I have seen the two T33s.
The two T22s?
I've seen two of those.
Oh, cool.
I was in Oklahoma and then up north.
Okay. And then the siren test I did film was the one for the local, what was it? The local, up at my grandparents', they have a refinery right up here. And I X'd out the area. They have these right here. There's a whole bunch of modulators in there. I think there's 5 that I can visually see. I took a video of that one. And then there's a modulator down here I actually got photos of, and I was gonna do a test. I just haven't been up at my grandparents at a time when they're testing. But apparently this modulator does its monthly test as with Westminster chimes.
No way.
Yeah. I was hoping to get that one. They tested on Monday, so I'm not usually up there on a Monday because we'll usually leave on like Sunday. It's a common time. But it's really, like, I've gone right up to it. You can see it's right there. Like, it's just right here. You can just walk right up to it. So, and man, it's huge. It is the newer one, however, it doesn't have the big drivers on it, because there was the older modulator series that had the bigger drivers on it.
And also, like, the fire department cars look very good.
Yeah, that's for Tsunami, actually, is what that one's for. And I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of where this one siren was. Oh yeah, there is. I'm unsure if they're still intact, if they still exist, but these were ones that we were very unsure. But there's some Chrysler sirens still in Ferndale.
No way.
Okay, that is obviously still there. Yeah, these are. We are so unsure about these and if they're tested or what. We don't know anything about it.
Oh my
but we know that the Chrysler, we know that they're still here. Look at these things. Look at that.
I know they have one at one of those military camps, but like.
Yeah, you know what? They might actually... that actually looks restored. They might actually test that still. Oh, yeah, that's obviously gotten a paint job in its lifetime. What is this building? Neighborhood Association? Oh my gosh, look at that thing, though. Are the control boxes still there, you think?
I think at least it has to be there.
Well, they would have to be there to work. I mean, where are the Chrysler control boxes at the base? I forget.
I think it's like gas powered.
It is, but I forget. Is it manual? I remember don't they have some type of control box though?
I've honestly never seen one.
Huh. Okay, well, there's that one, and then there's another one. These are the 2 that we know of, and I think the other one we can't see. If I remember right, it's on top of a building. It might... That does not look promising. Let's see. Judging by the trees, it did not look promising that there was anything there. But you never know. Oh my. Yeah, I don't think there's anything here. Unless if it's there in the forest somewhere, it's not there.
I just got one quick question for you about them.
Yeah, sure.
How loud do they get?
They are very loud. Here, if I can go back to 2007, is it there?
Oh, that's close up.
They could have gotten the location wrong. Oh, is that an antenna? Okay, I might have to go over to like the other side of the street to see. Where was the location again? They say it's right there. I have a feeling that it could be off. I have a feeling it couldn't be there. I think that was the one we were all iffy about. Is that one? It could be the hospital. Could it be on top of the hospital? I don't see anything on top of the hospital. Oh well. Yeah, what's your one question? You were gonna ask me a question about it.
I asked you how loud they were.
Oh, how loud they are? I think they're I forget if it's 132 or if it's 160 dB. It's something in between there. It's very loud. It's the loudest siren. And they're diesel powered. Oh yeah, we gotta go refuel the sirens.
As long as they like get you to get your attention and tell you, hey, there's something going on.
Yeah, I know. So I'm down here in like this area in Portland. I'm actually really close to that. I actually think that might be me. I might have put my dot there, so I'm not going to zoom in on that too much. But that is where I'm at about. So I think down in like, if we go down here to like McMinnville, all the ones out here, all these little ones you're seeing are all fire sirens for fire departments usually. This one could be an airport siren. Yep, it is. So that's for airport fires or anything, but a lot of these are all fire sirens out in my area if they exist. So yeah, it's pretty fun. I spent actually when I was on vacation up at Chelan, when I found that siren, it's actually when I did all the icons for this map. So all these little icons, that's when I did them. And then essentially whenever I find one, I just find like the nearest landmark and all that stuff. And I save it in my phone. And then I do it on the map later. So I'll save a Google Maps address. I'll save the nearest landmark. And then that's how I usually find them. So just driving around, you find them. Yeah, especially like the ones over here in Kalama. There was the, I think this one is wrong. Is this M10? Okay. This might be the one I'm thinking of. This is a great example of one I found. So there's yeah, this is it. So there's the McMinnville Harbor Lounge. There is that huge building, which you can obviously see when you're driving down the road, because it's just huge. Like, come on, where is it? Okay, there it is. Oh, 2 clicks back. So yeah, there it is, the huge lounge there. And I was like, okay, I saw that thing, and I remember that was a huge landmark. And then I kept going down the road, and pretty soon I came across that siren right here. Oh, whoa. It's jumping all around. I don't know how it jumped all the way over there, but it did. Oh, wait, there we go. Jumped it back. Okay, here it is. The M10. That's how I found this one. This one, honestly, does this remind you, this shape, does it remind you of anything?
It reminds me of one of those London sirens.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of a bench grinder. Like for sharpening tools, you know, with the motor in the middle.
Oh,
It reminds me of a bench grinder, honestly.
Maybe that's how they got the idea. One day they're just working in the shop and they're like, hey,
Yeah, I've seen some like
make
older sirens that have like that on it. They have a motor in the middle like that. I would think this one would have like shutters and stuff, but I don't see any shutters, so I don't think it does high-low. You would think there'd be a shutter on each side. Yeah, there could be. No, there's no box.
I mean, on the bottom.
There would be a box for the actuator to turn the things on and off, you know?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's for a train yard. No clue if it's still running. Never heard it. There does look to be a power meter, and is it hooked up to power? Oh, it must be an underground power line if it's down there. Yeah, I don't think I see a power line hooked up anywhere. So, well, yep, there's that. Yeah, sirens have been pretty fun. Here, let me switch back over to my camera. So yeah, you're welcome to stay around, but I'm going to talk about some other projects and stuff while I have a few minutes here.
Okie dokie.
So, APRS. So I got that APRS node replaced with a new computer. It's a desktop computer, like I showed a little while ago. And that now goes to this software, if I pull it up. I have VNC Viewer right here, which is actually the program I use for looking at the desktops remotely for all my stuff. So if we go to Exaster here, you'll see... oh, I think I just moved the location. Whoops. Okay, so that will take a little while to load in there. But essentially, this is the map of all the APRS stations. It's going to try to go to that point. Yep, I knew it. We'll go back to the file. Map. It's map display bookmarks, station centered active. There we go.
Hold on, can you still hear me?
Yep.
Can you mute me?
Yeah, sure. Here. I'm just gonna mute you from the stream. So, essentially what I can do with that is I can message other stations through the APRS network, which is pretty nice. There we go. So you can see all these stations here. I actually have set up underneath my interfaces now. I actually have the networked AGWPE, which is the radio. And then I have an internet server. And that internet server is actually pulling directly from the APRS servers the different stations. So even if the radio decides to go down, I can still do everything and still receive messages, which is pretty nice. There's no GPS hooked up to this. I'm right there because I don't need this to move because it's a base station. And we can actually see right here. This is it. This is Direwolf. This is the packet system. So we'll actually see here in a second if there it is. So these are like different data packets coming from different stations over the radio. So this is CS test is their call sign, which it probably shouldn't be that. There's Pack City. And W7LT is the digipeater over here. They're just right there. So really, really close. And they just repeat other stations. So Pack City is actually all the way out on the coastline, and they have weather data. So we could actually go over to station or view weather stations, and we'll turn down to Pack City. I believe it was Pack City that had their weather. Yep, there it is. Pack City right there, and Pack City 2. And you can see all their weather information. So temperature 60 degrees out there, humidity 80%, and their barometric pressure, wind, all that stuff. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. I want to actually get weather on my station soon. I just need to spend the money on a weather station. And so yeah, I switched to the larger desktop PC because of processing power that I needed. Oh, I can see Mr. Dix is there. I'm gonna have to send that to him. I forgot to do that. It's ready. I just need to send it. So, I will do that real soon. But yeah, I think that's everything I have for today to cover. I just kind of wanted to cover a bit about some current projects and just random material. So if you like this, put a like down in the video, and subscribe for more of these live streams. I do them every Sunday at 3 o'clock. Join the Discord, where there's other members who will definitely talk about all this stuff if you're interested. Let me switch it back to my camera. I just realized I'm not on there. So, yep, do all those things, and I'll see you next Sunday if you're around, and have a good rest of your day. See ya.